The floor to Mr. Karim Abdian, Executive Director of the Awaz Human Rights Organization, who will speak about the Arabs in Iran. Please.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It is in Iran. Iran really is, like you said, a mosaic of ethnic and religious groups. But one of the things that I want to put forth is the lack of participation by the all ethnic minority, not Arab. My remarks will have two parts. One is very specific about Arabs in Iran, and then some are general human rights violations. On the Iran, those of you, there's literature about Ahwazi Arabs, but we just finished putting chronicle all the human rights violation about Ahwazi Arabs. We put a lot of work into it, but those of you who really seek that, I have only a few copies, but you're welcome to have that. That's very, very informative, very recent. Those of you who watched Press TV 2 days ago, the Iranian took 10 political prisoners from the jail and made them acknowledge that they're terrorists and this and that. From past history, that is usually pre-execution. So we expect any day there will be hangings or public execution of several political prisoners, Arab political prisoners. You'll see their pictures here. I'm not going to, go into details about individual cases, but rather on general, the lack of political participation, it goes across the board. Okay? Yes, the regime does not provide census deliberately because political, because it doesn't want to acknowledge that Iran is a multi-ethnic, multilingual, multi-religious society. The regime still, the Islamic Republic as well as the Shah prior to that, follow what Reza Shah, the first Pahlavi, got from Ataturk. We want to build one nation, one people, one language, very, very super nationalistic, So, ironically, the Islamic republics follow that as well. So, toward that end, they do not want to acknowledge. There is no acknowledgement that Arabs live in Iran. There is no acknowledgement that Turkmen and Baluch, And the Arabs, the province where there are about 8.5 million Arabs from all indication in Iran, 5 million of which live in one province. The official name is Khuzestan, but the local population still call it by its historical name, Arabistan. That is the land of the Arab, where the Arab lives. But in 1936, or Al-Ahwaz, pre-Islamic name was Al-Ahwaz. But the regime strives to eradicate everything that's Arab. 1936, they changed the Arabistan, that's where Arab lived, to Khuzestan. This is Persian or Aryan people. Khuz is apparently a tribe of the Aryan. So this is a systematic, way of trying to eliminate the Arabs. There's a political thing behind it too, because 90% of the oil comes from the Arab, right? And the Arabs are suspicious that they may, want to secede. But the eradication of national identity, culture, custom, language, it is an official policy of the Islamic Republic, a continuation of the Shah. Now, again, no statistics, but we think, not including the Talishi who don't consider themselves Persians or Lords or Bakhtiyari, it seems that pretty much 1/3 of the population is Persian or speak Persian, and the other 2/3 are non-Persian speaking. Some say it's 1/3 Turks and the other 2/3 are Baluch, Turkmen. But there is, in 2009, Mr. Hamid Reza Haj Abadi, he was the Minister of Education in 2009. In a meeting in Tehran, he said that 70% of populace, children entering school have non-Persian mother tongue. I mean, that's from the regime, okay? Yet, by decree and otherwise, Persian language, the sole official language of the society, okay? Beyond that, only Persian history, culture, or poetry style, you know? Among my compatriot Iranians, ask them, do you know, can you name 2 Arab poets, Arab-Iranian poets, 3 Kurdish writers, 1, 2 Baluch writers? No. Is it that we don't have? No, I can name you 10 Arab poets and writers, but they are completely eliminated from the media, from the textbook, you know. So this is a tragedy. This is, you know, really that the ethnic minority face. Iran is the most diverse country in the Middle East. At least 6 major ethnic groups: Persian, Kurds, Arab, Turkmen, Azerbaijani, Turks, and Baluch. So to have one language or one culture as the official language, and now in this day and age, it's a travesty. Complete silence in the media, local and international. For instance, in Tehran, obviously you have the embassies, but you have international media. Most organizations, you know, Le Monde has a reporter, the Washington Post, New York Times, the Guardians, and everything. But they have never been to the Arab areas, or the Kurds, or the Baluch. You know, if you call them, they say, why? They say, it's not that we don't want to go, but the regime does not permit us. You know, the Washington Post reporter that I talked to, he said, every week we go to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and request to go to the Arab areas and Kurdish area, but they're not allowed. So there is complete silence in the local and international media.